Hello everyone, my name is Keith Lasky and I want to talk to you a little bit about jewelry, in particular valuable items and insuring them on a separate insurance policy. Some of us have expensive jewelry or other items, artwork, fur coats, computers, iPads, televisions, anything that if you were to lose, you would want to replace as soon as possible, pretty much. That has a high value. This discussion would be about how to insure those items on a separate policy, or even separately on your homeowner's policy, which is also a very common thing to do. So do you need to insure your valuable items on a separate insurance policy? Yeah, it's recommended. And here are the reasons why you would rather go through your own a separate policy as opposed to go through your homeowner's insurance policy. You're going to be subject to your homeowner's deductible, which most commonly is going to be $500 or even $1,000. So right off the bat, if you lose a ring valued at $1,000 and you have a $500 or $1,000 deductible, well, it's not worth it. You've just put a claim in for, you won't be getting back much money for the item. Number two, you also will lose your loss-free discount. Many people don't understand this with homeowners insurance policies, that if you don't have any claims, you have what's called a loss-free discount. They give you a discount because you are claim-free. The second you put a claim in, well, not the second, but at the next renewal, you lose that discount. And that could be as much as $200, $300, $400, depending on how long you've had that discount and how much your policy is for. There are limits on your policy. So sometimes, for example, like Travelers, the newest Travelers policy offers a $3,000 limit on jewelry that's lost or stolen. So if you have a ring valued at $5,000 or $6,000, well, guess what? You're only going to get back $3,000 for it anyway. And then obviously subject to your deductible. Now, in that case, if you have a ring that's valued more than $3,000, in this case, a lot of times they absorb the deductible, so you wouldn't have to pay your deductible, but you would still lose your loss-free discount. And fourthly, you now have a claim on your record. So when you go to get a new policy, say you want to look around and get a new quote from other carriers, that shows up. That shows up that you have a claim for this, and that will affect your rate. Make no mistake about that. What is the cost? Well, the cost really depends on where you live. For example, I live in the suburbs of Philadelphia, so the cost for us is going to be a lot lower than those that live within the city limits. So it depends on where you live. You want to ask your agent for that quote. But basically, just so you know, for the suburbs of Philadelphia, probably the suburbs of many cities, it's about for $5,000 worth of coverage. It's about $60 for the year, so not very much. If you live within the city limits, Boston, and New York, or Philadelphia, it's going to be more, closer to $85, $90 for the year for up to $5,000. So you do the math. If you have $10,000 worth of jewelry, $120 in the suburbs, maybe $180, $200 in a city. That's just my advice. If you have, especially jewelry, wedding rings, engagement rings, I highly recommend getting your own separate insurance policy for those items. Okay, well, I hope we learned something today. Feel free to contact me anytime. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.